And in college football, Alabama was the only one dancing in the end zone, crushing Arkansas 52-0. Number 3, LSU beat Idaho 63-14. Number 4, Oregon showed Tennessee Tech how a well-oiled offense runs, with a final score of 63-14. You are now listening to Sports Unplugged with Leon Rogers.
That was the good Dr. Nate Bonin checking in with the Sports Unplugged Sports Update. Remember, follow us at Sports Unplugged on Twitter. Go to Facebook, like our page, Sports Unplugged, man. You can reach it through my page or Med's page, or you can just pull it up and search it yourself, man. Thanks for that sports update, Young Manning. I appreciate that. All right, let's get into the NFL, man.
Yeah.
A lot of games played yesterday that told a story.
Okay.
Now, last week, once again, I said, and I quote, that I thought San Francisco was the most complete team in the NFL, offensively and defensively.
You said that?
I said that. And they went in and played a game Detroit squad who, quote-unquote, have high-powered offense. Now, I want to say this, man. I want to see if you agree with me or not. I feel like the Bears and Detroit are similar. Now that the Bears have Brandon Marshall, their number one receiver, quote-unquote, their stud. Detroit has Megatron, Calvin Johnson, right?
Yes, they do.
I feel both of these offenses work the same way, as if the quarterback can't get the ball to his number one, you pretty much got the game sold up against them. How do you feel about that? Like, when I look at their offenses, they mirror each other. The only difference is I feel that Detroit has a better offensive line. I think the Bears have a better running game. I think their backs are better than – I think Bush and Forte is a better combination than Mikael LaSure and Javid Best when they're healthy. On the outside, you got Brandon Marshall, big receiver. You got Megatron. I give Megatron the edge. But far as everybody else, Nate Burleson and Titus Young, to me, they're no different than Alshon Jeffrey and Devin Heston and Earl Bennett.
Right.
So, now on the defensive side of the ball, front seven is better. No doubt. They're younger, and they're gonna cause some havoc. But other than that, I think these two teams mirror each other.
They're really close, and I can agree with you on that. The thing is, when I watched that game yesterday and I saw the issues that Matthew Stafford was having, and I was just like, hey, we got San Francisco coming up in about week 7 or week 8, and I'm just like, that's not going to be. And
they're going to be locked in, by then they're going to be
locked and loaded. if there's no injuries,
they're going to be
locked.
That's something
because
I don't want.
Watching that game, and it's the reason why we both picked San Francisco to win that game. It's just, if he couldn't get it to Megatron, nothing was happening.
It was done. And Megatron, in all fairness, he
had 92 yards.
Yeah, eight receptions, 94 yards, but he didn't see the end zone.
Nope.
And to me, that's what counts. And I had an argument with a friend of mine, a debate, I would like to say, because argument is when you put emotion into it. I had a debate the other day with my friend. I said, when you're a receiver of that status, I don't care if you go 9 for 126 yards. If you had no TDs, the defense did their job. They kept you out of the end zone. Because this guy averaged close to 2 touchdowns a game last year.
Yeah. Man, the thing about San Francisco's defense is just ridiculous, period. Because it was just watching them. They couldn't run the ball. And when they showed the stat from last year, when they're at home, 68 yards rushing a game against them, no touchdowns, no rushing touchdowns at all when they're at home. It's not pretty, man. When you in the Bay Area, they doing their thing. And the thing about it is you can't – I don't see an offense going in there and really lighting them up.
Okay. Now I want to get to a more pressing issue.
I
want to get to a more pressing issue.
Shut up.
I just want to read some numbers. Matthew Stafford, 19 of 32, 230 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. He was sacked 2 times for 16 yards, quarterback rating of 78.9.
Right.
Alex Smith, he of the small hands that cannot hold a whopper. 20 of 31, similar attempts. 226 yards, 4 yards shorter. 7.3 yard average per pass. Stafford 7.2. 2 TDs, no picks, sacked 3 times for 25 yards, quarterback rating 107.7. I say to you, my friend, that's a little bit more than just managing the game.
He managed the game very well.
He made plays yesterday.
Look, Alex Smith, I'm going to give him the props on this. When I saw that first drive, I was like, oh, my God. They sliced through that defense so easily. I was like, first of all, the first thing I thought about was like, dang it, I got to hear Leon. I'm going to have to hear Leon talk about how great Alex Smith was, especially after I saw Joe Flacco just fall apart.
Oh, my God. And we're going to get to that. Yeah. That was another good game.
But, look, my thing was after that first drive, which is usually all scripted.
Right.
They didn't pass the ball again until like the third series. I'm like, what are we doing?
Right. They let Frank Gore and them play bully.
I was just like, okay, so we're not going to let, Alex Smith throw the ball a little
Hold
bit
on,
more?
we have a Michael Crabtree sighting.
Right.
He finally is starting to play like the draft pick he was
a little
drafted.
bit, because right now him and Hayward Bay are trying to outbust each other.
Right.
But, Alex Smith, I was just like, what? Why don't you let this man throw the ball again? You saw he just carved up this defense, but they ran the ball for like the next 2 series. The next pass attempt he did, it was a fumble when they the snap was too high, and Alex Smith did a great job of getting that fumble and throwing it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yes, he did.
I was like, that's pretty damn good, bro. But that was like the next pass that I saw from him. So I'm just like, I think game manager, that's what you do. You don't let him throw the ball too much.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You let him run you run the ball, protect your quarterback, no turnovers. If that's Drew Brees, a great passer, you throwing down there every down, even when you have Frank Gore.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Ahmed's way of saying I'm sorry, and I accept that. Right here on Sports Unplugged.
I'm just saying, man.
It's his way of saying, Leon, you know what? You might be all right on this. I'm not saying the guy's an elite quarterback.
Right.
I'm not saying he's a great quarterback. I'm saying he's a little bit more than a game manager.
I'm going to give Jim Harbaugh. Jim, right? Yeah, Jim. Yeah. Not John. Jim.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh, our former quarterback.
Right, it always throws me off a little bit.
John is the Ravens coach.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh, I got to give him so much credit on this, man. This man, I didn't think that whole college rah thing would work.
It works.
It works.
They get behind him.
It works,
and they go hard. No Frank Ocean.
Right.
Let's go to this next game that I thought was a great game too. The Ravens against the Philadelphia Eagles. And I don't want to say that was a big game. I know the Bears are breathing a sigh of relief because everybody's 1-1. Mm-hmm. So, going in to play St. Louis next week, that's a game that they should win, and hopefully they do, but everybody's 1-1. Ravens and Philly. This was a proving ground not only for Philly, but this was also going to see how dominant the Ravens could be and where Joe Flacco was at as a quarterback. Because
Joe Flacco looked great in the first half.
Because once again, Joe Flacco, you beat up on Cincinnati the week before. Mm-hmm. A young team that's still finding their way.
Right.
They're going to be a problem for Baltimore
in
the near future if A.J. Green and Andy Dalton.
I don't know what happened in that game because
Philly struggled with Cleveland the week before. Moment of silence for Kurt Coleman.
Okay,
because Trent Richardson decapitated him.
Right.
Or as my man decapitated him. Like that brother that tried to use big words.
Yeah.
Man, he decapitated him. It's decapitated.
It's all right, bro.
It's all right, bro. It's all good. But it was a proven thing for Philly, too, because they had to bounce back after a bad game. And I thought Michael Vick was on the road to nowhere. Watching that game, I said, here we go, Vic. You're finna be the reason they lose. At the end of the day, he stepped up.
He had a great last drive.
Yes,
he did.
Drive was great. A great last drive. And Flacco folded on the last drive like a piece of paper.
Because I said earlier that Flacco sucked. He didn't suck the whole game, but that first half was good. And I saw Ray Rice running free. Yeah. Ray Rice not as fast as I thought he was because he broke free. I'm like,
and I thought he was gone. Right.
Why'd you cut it back? Oh, because you knew you were going to get caught and you didn't. Okay. Ray Rice, whoa. Hey, man, get as much as you can out of them legs, bro.
And listen, the vaunted Philadelphia secondary.
No. No, please let me have this.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. I just want to see what you say because I was
waiting for this. All right. Namdi, let me holler at you.
Oh, my God.
You suck.
Oh, he got beat. And I know what play you talking about. The touchdown when Flacco put it right over. I was like,
I don't know what the dance was, but, whatever that was. Look,
man.
It
was dope, though, man.
Nnamdi Asomugha was, with the Oakland Raiders, was the best corner, him and Darrelle Revis.
Yes.
We got to pay him. League. And Darrelle Revis knew something that nobody else did. He's like, hey, man, I need to get paid more than him because that dude can't cover nobody.
Oh, my God.
Because guess what? In Oakland, no one threw to him.
No.
They are testing him and saying, man.
Let's see.
You suck.
What does my shirt say? We don't believe you. You need more people.
No, I was like, what is going on?
That play is he hurt? You think
he's not hurt. Because it happened last year.
Yeah.
He got torched last year.
Yeah.
He's getting torched this year. It's like when I was watching it, and I'm like, who do you get? There go Nnamdi again. The best cornerback on that team is Cromartie.
Yes. Rogers Cromartie. Yeah, he doesn't get tried a lot, right? Yeah,
him like his cousin, the Cromartie. The last name Cromartie.
The babies that, numbers on Joe Flacco for the game: 22 of 42, 232 yards, only a 5 yards per average, 1 TD, 1 interception, a rating of 66.8. Very ugly game for him.
The thing is, the first half went so well for him. I thought they were going to run through the Eagles, but like I said with my pick, I picked the Eagles to win, and the Eagles came through again. All my picks just backdoored the.
You did. You did.
Just lucky. Just ooh.
You did, and let's talk about one. I gotta give you kudos for this one, man. Pat on the back.
Hold on. Let's come back and we had to come back and do that one.
You come back and do that after the break?
Yeah, the Cardinals.
Oh my God!
I want to talk about the Cardinals and the Panthers.
And we got to talk about Seattle and Dallas also.
We are hitting all three of those when we come back.
All right, when we come back, man, on Sports Unplugged, more NFL actions, upsets, and we're gonna preview Monday night's game.
Yep.
The greatest ever, Peyton Manning,
playing tonight
against them hot Atlanta Falcons, man.
Yes, sir.
Matt Ryan can make a statement in this game.
Yeah, he can. Yes, he can.
Make a statement in this game. It's all coming up next on Sports Unplugged, brought to you by Wingstop. Remember, you can go to WGCI.com, keyword Sports Unplugged, or you can follow us on Twitter at Sports Unplugged.